Hello everyone, welcome back at way2testing.com. In this video, I will show you how to execute the failed test cases. It is a very important interview question. Today we will cover this one, very important interview question, like how to execute the failed test cases. And there are the three ways to execute the failed test cases and what interviewer want to listen from you exactly. So we will cover this one in today's session. So first of all, this is my website way2testing.com. Here you will get all kind of study material like Java, Selenium, and APM, Maven, TestNG, and all the things. And here this is my YouTube channel, software testing tutorials, way2testing. Here you will get all kinds of study material in form of the video. So this is the enough for any interview and for learning purpose. Okay. So without delay, let's start Eclipse. And here I have a very simple class failed demo, and here I will create some method and I will fail to them, and then I will let you know that how we can execute the failed test cases. So without delay, just start test like public void fail test one. In your project or in your framework you may have such kind of things. So this is test one. So I will simply copy this one. Suppose that I may have a multiple text in my framework or in my project. So I will say that failed test 2, say that it is 3, sorry 2, and it is 3. And also I will give them the priority. It is a feature of TestNG that you can give the priority of your test cases. So I will give it will start from 0. And also I am using a feature of a TestNG. I'm just prioritizing my test cases so that they will be executed in a sequence, not in a parallel mode. Okay, so now if I will run this one, so it will fail because it will pass because it will have nothing. We are just printing the statement. So you can see that 3 test cases have been run, 0 fail, 0 skip, and here is the result. Okay, now intensely I will fail this one. Suppose that I have int x is equal to, you may have some value like expected value or actual value, and where you need to match them, and it will fail. Okay, test case may be failed due to many reasons like a network issue or your slowness issue or server down or due to any reason, and we need to retry them. Okay, so assert equal I will take, I will say that x equal to y. I know that both are different and it will fail. Sorry, assert equal x comma y. Okay, so now intensely I will fail the second as well. I will say that assert true, true, and here I will pass the boolean false. Okay, so I will intensely failing all my test cases, nothing I am doing. So I will just right click, I will say that run as a test ng. You can see that all the test cases will be failed. 3 has been failed. Why? I have intensely failed to them. Okay, so now when it will be failed, so if you refresh your project, you will get an option fail test ng. You will get a file generated by the testng, and the file name will be testng failed.xml. So this is the first way that I told you in the starting, that testng failed.xml file we use to execute our failed test cases. But this is a kind of manual process, and yes, we can do in our project as well. So this is your first answer, that yes, we can do by testng failed.xml file. If it will be generated by the testng framework as well. So if you'll open this file, you will get a very formatted XML file like your package name, then class name, then method, then inside the method it will have all your methods or the text. Okay, so simply if you'll just go to your file, or here if you click right click, you can click right click here also, or you can right click here as well, and you will get an option run as a testng suite. So if you click on this one, so your test cases will be executed. Only the failed test cases have been executed again. Obviously they will get failed because we are intensely failing it. So this is the first answer and first way. Now second answer, that interviewer want to listen. So actually you can say that, sir, my framework have implemented one more class, its name as my retry. Okay, so we have configured my test engine, we have configured the I retry analyzer as well. So it is a test engine documentation, testng.org, and here you need to go to the documentation part, and inside you will search the retry, you will get this. Okay, so yes, more than 90% framework have implemented the same feature. So just copy this one. So you can say yes, I have utilized the iRetry analyzer. Okay, so I will just copy this class name. I will create a class. So you can say in my framework I have a class, its name as a my retry or any name you can say, and it have the iRetry analyzer. This one it have. Okay, so we are implementing the interface iRetry analyzer into execute our failed test cases. Simply you can answer that yes, in my framework we have utilized iRetry analyzer to execute the failed test cases. Nothing it have the minimum count, maximum count means maximum the 3 times your failed test cases will be run. 4 times you can do, you can make it 2 times. This number you can change whenever as you want. Okay, so this is the second answer that you can give to fail to run the failed test case to execute again. So that it is a interface iRetry analyzer interface we have used to rerun the test cases. Now you have created the class. Now you need to bind your test cases with this class. How it can be done? So it's very easy. I will tell you that. Now Andrew may ask that how you have binded this class in your test cases. So how you have integrated? So nothing. You can say that yes, one line code is here that you can say retry analyzer is equal to, you have to give this package name failed case demo, failed package name. First you have to give demo dot my retry dot class. So there is some error, let me resolve it. Failed failed, okay, failed case demo, sorry, the name was different, that's why it was error. Okay, so now you have to pass here up to the class. Never say that you have to pass it to the Java, because here we are passing the binary value of the class. Okay, not the name of the class. If we are passing the name of the class, then we will say that class name dot java. So many times the you can say employee will give the wrong answer that we will give the package name then class name dot java. No, here we will pass the dot class because we are passing the binary value. So this is the way to bind your test cases with iRetry analyzer, and once it have done, you can see that your test case will be executed 3 times. Okay, I will run this one. You will see that yes, let me show in the console. So you can say that fair total run 6 cases. Why 6 cases? Because the first case you have binded this one. So test case 1 have been, first it has been failed. Okay, then 3 times it has been executed, then this one, then this one. Now suppose that I want to execute it on the 4 time, and I want to bind my each test cases. I want to bind my each test cases. So I will do in this way. I will just comma, then this one, then this one, then comma, then this one. So now your all the test cases, whatever you have to whom you have binded, will run the maximum limit that you have given. So this is the second answer of the intro question. So there is the 15 question. To 12 plus 3 is 15. So you can see that here we have executed the failed test cases many times. So this is the second answer that you have given. Now interviewer will say, suppose that you have more than 100 cases or 1000 cases, so this is not a good approach that you are writing the line. Yes, absolutely, it's correct. This is not a good approach. It is only for less number of the cases. So what is the answer if we don't want to go with this one? Because for every test case it is not a good practice to write uh, to bind the iRetry analyzer. So for this one we are having one more solution. that now you have to create one more class. So here we will use what you will give the answer. Yes, we are using the I annotation transformer. Okay, so this will be your third answer that the interviewer want to listen. We have used I test annotation. Okay, now I test annotation, or you can say that uh, I test actually it is not, it is, you can say I annotation transformer, annotation transformer we have used. So this is the actual answer that interviewer want to listen of this question. So you have to give this answer. So yes, I also have created a class. The class name you can give any. I will say that my annotation transformer, and then I will this one, and then I will create a simple. I will implement the interface first of all. So I will say that implements, and interface I will use I annotation transformer. Okay, so now it will say me to import that one. I will import that one of the TestNG feature, nothing. And now I have to create a method. You can say that public void transform, and inside that I will use I test annotation, and I will pass arguments 0, comma. This is only one time activity in your complete framework. Okay, and constructor. Why I am typing, I am not writing this one, because interviewer may ask you just write the code. Okay, so this is the only one time activity, but you must know that how to write this one. Okay, so this one you have to write, and you have to import this one of the TestNG. Okay, import this one. So we have done these all things. Constructor spelling is correct, I think so. Yes, reflect you have to import, and this way you can answer that yes, it will be from the package, like a reflect package I will import. From the reflect package I will import the constructor. So this is only one time you have to create in your framework, and here you have to write like argument 0 or 0 dot set retry analyzer, retry analyzer analyzer, and here you have to say my retry dot class, means this class name you have to write my retry, sorry, my retry dot class. That's done. So this is only one time activity that you have to do, guys, that you have to do. Sorry, here we are using the arg, not arguments, it's only single argument, this one. Okay, and we have to close this one. So in your framework you have to do this one only one time. In the complete framework it will be running. So this will be your answer of the intro question. Yes, we are using the iRetry transformer interface to execute multiple test cases, multiple failed test cases at one time. Okay, so now let me run this one. So now what I will do, so now in this case you have to create a testng.xml file. So just go to here and create a testng.xml file. Little configuration you have to do, and I will do nothing in this file. Sorry, you have to do create a testng.convert to the testng. So just finish this one. So in the testng.xml file you have to do some small changes over here. Okay, so now you have this file. So now you have to add here the annotation. So first of all you have to add the listener, like just after the shoot you have to add a tag listeners. Okay, so I will say that listeners listeners, and here I will say that listener. So inside that listener you have to pass the listener class name. So I will say that listener, and also the class hyphen name is equal to, you have to give the complete name, this one, and then this one will be closed. Okay, So now here you have to give your class name. So class name will be start from my package name, then dot class name, correct? So here we will give the package name first of all. So package name is uh, failed cases demo dot, and here is my class name, this one, my annotation transform. Why I am writing a single line? Because it may ask and it will be good for you that how we are doing actually. Okay, so now that's all we have done. That's all we have done. So now if I will run this one, now this is the last way or the third way that interview want to listen, that we have implemented the test annotation transformer, and this listener we have added in our testng shoot file. Okay, so now I will run simply my testng shoot file. Sorry, not here. I will go to here, I will right click, run as a testng shoot. So you can see that same result will appear, that your test cases have executed multiple times. So this is the best way that interview want to listen, and we have to implement in our framework that how we can add the I retry analyzer and I annotation transformer to execute the failed test cases. Okay, this will be the exact answer of this interview question. So thank you for guys. Have a great day.